ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். In our Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, there are many fundamental aspects which we need to know and have clarity. We have been going through about our daily routine and how we have to do them. Recently we saw about taking bath, wearing clothes, applying Urdhva Pundram and so on. Now, today we will see an important aspect, that is cooking. Cooking is part of Tiruvaradhana Kramam, our daily puja for Bhagavan. Sri Vaishnavas go through Panchasamskaram, which is the initiation process. In that, the fifth samskaram is Yaga Samskaram, which relate to worshipping Bhagavan, which is known as Tiruvaradhanam in our Sampradayam. Part of the Tiruvaradhanam process is cooking for Bhagavan. So let us see about it today. Main thing we need to understand is, at our homes, we are cooking for the pleasure of Bhagavan. Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, who is the Lord of Nitya Vibhuti, Leela Vibhuti, both Paramapadam and Samsaram. He is Parabrahmam. Yet, he has taken this form of Shalagrama Murti, Shri Murti, and is present in all of our homes to bless us. When we cook, we have to realize that we are cooking for the great Lord, who is the one who creates, who sustains, who destroys, who gives all good things for all Atmas. Such Bhagavan should be treated very nicely and wonderfully at our home. So we should cook with care, with love, and with great dedication. Nothing should be cooked for our own pleasure, but it should be done purely for Bhagavan's pleasure. The place where we cook is traditionally known as Madappalli, Tirumadappalli, the sacred place of cooking for Bhagavan. The previous night itself, all the kitchen, that is the stove, the place where we keep the vessels and so on, all should be neatly cleaned, and it should be ready in the morning for cooking. Cooking should be done only after completing all our daily anushtanams. That is, for Brahmanas or for those who are wearing Yajnopavitam, up to Sandhyavandanam must be completed before one enters the kitchen. For those who don't have Yajnopavitam, sacred thread, after wearing Urdhva Pundram, after applying Urdhva Pundram, Tilak, and after reciting Acharya Taniyans and Shlokams, one can enter the kitchen and start the cooking process. Some people have this habit of taking bath and starting some portion of the cooking and then applying Urdhva Pundram or wearing clothes and so on, but that is not allowed in Shastram. One should complete Nitya Karmanushtanam and then only one can start cooking. Even bringing water, it must be done after completing Anushtanams only. Now, water, all the raw materials which are used in cooking, all of these must be according to the boundaries of Shastram, according to one's Varna and Ashrama. We cannot cook anything and everything. We have to use the best Satvika raw materials. We can see one example. In the life of Manavala Mamnigal, when vegetables were brought and submitted to him at his mat, he inquired in a detailed manner who planted the seeds, who watered the land, who did the harvest, and so on, and ensured that only raw material prepared by Vaishnavas were used. But in this day and age, we cannot go to that extent. We are just buying materials from the store. At least we can ensure that we are using Satvika materials. Satvika means that which is good for our spiritual life. Cooking should be done with the best possible raw materials. It may not be very expensive, but one should do to the best of one's capability, because we are cooking for Bhagavan, not for our own pleasure. Also, the pots and pans which we use to cook food for Bhagavan, they should be kept separately, and they should not be mixed with the vessels which we use for our own consumption. Whatever is used for Bhagavan, it should be kept exclusively for him only. We cannot mix our vessels with Bhagavan's vessels. One of the important aspects while cooking is none of the food being cooked should be tasted before offering that to Bhagavan. If we cook with pure mind, pure thoughts, naturally the food will come out as expected and as liked by Bhagavan. So we should never taste the food before offering it to Bhagavan. While cooking the food, we should be reciting pasurams from Divya Prabandham, Stotrams, Rahasya Granthams, whatever we know relating to Bhagavan, Alvars and Acharyas. We should be reciting those shlokams and pasurams while cooking. Usually it may take from about 1 hour to 1.5 hours minimum for cooking. Throughout that time period, instead of arguing, discussing worldly matters, one should be fully focused on Bhagavan. One should be reciting pasurams and cooking. Also, after completing the cooking, cooked food and uncooked food, they should be kept separately. For example, curd, ghee, etc. should be kept separately from the cooked food. Finally, after completing the cooking, the stove and all the other places around the stove and the vessels, all of those should be cleaned immediately so that the place looks very neat and clean. Further aspects will be discussed in the Tiruvaradhanam Kramam, and also while discussing about Ahara Niyamam, the restrictions on the food we should consume and so on. Alvar Emberumanar Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download Koyil, K-O-Y-I-L app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org. koyil.org.